Hey guys, so the beginning of this video got cut off, but I put some candle wax along the outside of this canvas. It's like a 16 by 20 in the plus section of Dollar Tree. And then I just put some blues and white paint through and just scraped them across the canvas with a brush and gave it a good dry. And then I'm going to take a scraper tool and I'm going to scrape, and wherever I had that candle wax along the canvas frame is going to peel up the top layers of paint and just give it a good chippy looking frame around it. And we have a really pretty background to our project. We're going to be making an angel. I started to draw it out with chalk, which you can do, but for me it just wasn't looking right, so I decided to take that off. You can just wipe it off with a paper towel. Something I learned here is that I put some nude paint down, and then I put some caulking down, and I took a squeegee and just kind of squeegeed it. I should have dried the nude paint first, because then I tried to cover it up the best I can, and then of course later we're going to put gold through it, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. But if you don't want your paint to smear, you're going to dry the paint first and then add the caulking. So then I'm just taking some palette knives and I'm putting some texture into our caulking now that we've got it squeegeed where we want it. And then I'm going to take some caulking, I'm going to mix it with some brown paint, and we're going to give our angel some hair. Now, hindsight's 20/20. I would have done the wings first had I thought about it. You'll see at the end there, you can tell kind of where her hair ends and her wings begin, but that's okay. I just forgot. So we give her some wispy little hair there. And we added a couple layers and we dry in between. I do take some sandstone and throw it in there too, just to give it some dimension, maybe look like a little bit of texture through her hair. All that good stuff. So just play with it until you get it where you want it. And then I gave that a good dry. And I'm taking some gold rub and buff and I'm just touching the high points of the caulking now that it's dry. And we're going to have some shine throughout our angel's gown. I still wanted a lot of it to be white, but I did think that added a pretty touch. Then I take some silver rub and buff and I start adding it to the background with the white and all the blues. And I even go around the frame as well. And then I'm going to take some joint compound and I'm going to take a palette knife. I think I use a couple different ones. And I'm going to start shaping out some wings. And here's why I said you might want to draw those out and figure that out before you do your hair. Before you do your hair. That way your hair can kind of lay over top of the wings, because you can see a little bit of blue through there when I'm all done. But I just used a few different palette knives, kind of got the wings shaped the way I wanted them to. I tried to make it look like there was two of them. She's kind of floating in sideways. We do a gold rub and buff halo. We give all that a good dry, just do any touch-ups that you need to. The joint compound is really easy just to scrape off if you haven't dried it yet. I don't know about if you have, but if you hadn't, that was a zip tie, not paint. Then once I got the joint compound all dried, I added some Mod Podge and then I sprinkled some diamond dust. I folded a piece of parchment paper and put it underneath my canvas, and I just kind of dusted off the edges. And then I just put the excess back into the diamond dust container. You guys, this turned out so beautiful with the silvers, with the silver and the gold and the diamond dust on the wings. I really love it. I love the simplicity of it. I like how there's a lot of space. I put a little hidden cross up there with the silver if you guys can see it. And I just think it's simple, but it's very textured, very pretty. I love it a lot. I appreciate you guys watching, and thank you so much, and I hope you have a good day.